How's it going, folks? Welcome back to another video. Before we jump into this one, you might be wondering, is this even worth my time? Well, I'm just gonna throw up a few comments on the last version we made of this video a couple years ago. Everybody loved it, and we've learned a lot more since I made that video. So I'm gonna be sharing more strategies on top of that one, and it's one of our most popular videos already. My name's Keaton Walker. I run a digital marketing agency that services orthodontists. I grew up in a local business, and we've spent the last 2.5 years learning everything about how to market a local business online through our work at OrthoPatients. So you can rest assured that we're going to be sharing only what works, and this isn't going to be a waste of your time. If you are an orthodontist, make sure you click the link below and check out all our other free resources to help you grow your practice. And if you're not, well, this video is going to be extremely valuable for you. It applies to all local businesses. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and dive into the video, guys. The first tip I have for you in promoting your business locally is going to be to put up a sign. As I mentioned, I grew up in a local business, and it was a swim school. Actually, my parents own a swim school out here in Utah, and they are, one of the most successful swim schools here. And when we opened a new location, I was working the front desk, and I would see every single way that somebody had heard about us in this new location. And about half of them were I drove by and saw your big sign on the side of State Street. So it's a major road in the city where they opened that new location. People were just seeing it, the buzz starts spreading, and if they live close to your business, they're more likely to want to come to your business anyway. So figure out how to get the biggest sign possible in the most visible location next to your business, and you're going to have a lot of success that way, I promise you. So I know that's not super groundbreaking, but you can easily neglect it, and it really does make a huge difference. So make sure you go implement that one. So that brings us to number 2, which is understanding content and audience. A mentor of mine once told me that business is just the study of human nature, and marketing is the study of human nature at scale. So every single type of marketing is literally just taking an audience and then putting some sort of content in front of them and seeing if they react to that content and take action on it. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter which platform you choose for your marketing, as long as it's getting in front of the right audience with the right message. So that begs the question, how do I know where my audience is, and how do I make sure I'm having the right message? So the first thing is to just figure out who they are and where they might congregate because of who they are. So for example, if you're an orthodontist, you're primarily dealing with parents bringing their kids in, and then probably millennial age people also coming in for adult braces because their teeth have gotten crooked again. So think about where those two groups of people congregate: Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two places where you should be marketing your business. So now that you know where you should be marketing your business, all you have to do is double down on figuring out how to actually get the right content in front of them. And that leads really well into my next point, which is understanding the difference between paid and organic digital marketing. If you're an orthodontist, again, trying to reach your target demographic on Facebook and Instagram, then you have two primary ways of reaching them. One is just posting on your Facebook and Instagram pages, putting some hashtags in there and kind of hoping that the people in your local area find your page. But the second one is using paid Facebook and Instagram ads to reach people beyond the people that actually like your page already. And this isn't just for Facebook and Instagram, it's for every single platform out there. Google has paid and organic. TikTok has paid and organic. Any social media is going to have paid and organic. Any other platform is also going to have paid and organic. And the biggest difference you need to keep in mind as a business owner is that organic content is going to take you more time, and it's more of a long-term game, whereas paid content is going to cost you more money, and it can get you really good short-term results. So I can't really tell you which one of these you should start with because it's your business. You understand if you have more time than money, or more money than time, or maybe some mix of both. But these guidelines I'm about to give should really help you. The first guideline is that if you're brand new and you have more time than money, you should focus mainly on actually just doing direct sales and then a little bit of organic marketing. So when I first started my marketing agency, which is my small business, I was reaching out to orthodontists every single day to see if they'd like to do business with me. I wouldn't have been able to scale up to those first 10 clients if I didn't actually just go out there and talk to people. During that time, I was also working on some organic content strategies, which have now snowballed into us being able to get clients without reaching out to people. But when you first start out, that should be your focus, especially if you don't have a lot of cash up front. Now let's move on to the second group of people. That's going to be if you're pretty established and you have more money than you have time. In this case, you should really focus on paid channels if you're not already, and then also maybe 30% of your budget to organic channels. The reason that you don't want to ignore organic is because you want that to build up over time for you, but paid is going to really start snowballing your business into where you want it to be. So that's paid Google ads, paid Facebook ads, paid TikTok ads, whatever channel it is that your target audience congregates on. And to be honest, your target market is likely on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok now in 2021. Just keep in mind, you sell pretty much anything to anyone. Facebook and Instagram are going to be really good bets for you, as well as Google. And this brings me to the last group of people, which is you're pretty happy with where you're at, but you want a long-term strategy to help you bring in more people. And this is where you'd probably split your focus about 50% on organic and 50% on paid, because paid can take a while to become profitable. You want to start it and just have those seeds being planted through the paid advertising that you're running. And then also on the organic side, work on your SEO, work on some great posts on your social profiles, and you'll start building up an audience there so that when you have a sale or something else happens and you need more clients, then you can reach out to that existing audience that you've been building up over time. Now you might be wondering, hey, I know where my audience is and I know that I should focus on paid or I know I should focus on organic, but how do I know which type of content to put out? And the answer to that is talking to your existing customers or doing research on potential customers. So I did this when I was starting my marketing agency, again, reaching out to the people in my industry, orthodontists, and asking them, hey, what's your biggest marketing headache? Have you ever worked with a marketing agency before? How is your experience? What do you think could be improved from that experience? I wrote down all of these things and I really got inside the head of my ideal customer. So then when I go to make a post on YouTube like this or on Instagram, or I go to message somebody or make a Facebook ad, I know exactly what to put in there because I've already spoken to my market about what they need and what they want. And that's really amazing because they pretty much write all your copy for you. All right, awesome. Now let's move on to number 4, which is understanding marketing systems and the marketing funnel. So the marketing funnel is a mental model that will help you understand how to make sure that you always have a full pipeline of people coming into your business. There's multiple ways to visualize the marketing funnel, but let's take a look at this one. At the very top, we've got awareness. And then in the middle, we've got consideration. And then in the bottom, we've got conversion. So that's awareness, consideration, conversion. In order to have a successful marketing campaign, you need to make sure that you're focusing on each one of these parts of the funnel. So on the awareness side, that's your local sign. That's running awareness ads on Facebook. That's making sure that you're showing up at local events if that's something that you'd like to do. All of these things will enable that first touch of your business with the target market that you're trying to reach. And it takes anywhere from about 8 to 12 of those touches for somebody actually to want to do business with you. So you can see how important it is to every single day be reaching out to people in your target market through whatever marketing channel so that they can start down the path of becoming a customer by starting in that awareness part of the funnel. So next up, we've got the consideration part of the funnel. Let's say you're running a Facebook ad and you say, hey, submit your name, phone, and email here, and we'll reach out to you and give you this coupon. That's an awesome way to get somebody's information and then to continue to sell them on your business afterwards. So that's like email campaigns, text campaigns, all of those things will help them consider doing business with you and move them farther down the funnel. Some other things to consider, this is also called your shadow funnel, which is sort of like this thing that people look at during the consideration phase to see if they actually want to do business with you. And the things that are included in your shadow funnel are things like Google reviews, your website, the pictures you have on your Facebook and Instagram profiles, all of those organic posts that you've put in. People are looking at them and using them to consider whether or not they're actually going to want to do business with you. Now, the last part of the funnel is conversion, actually taking the person that's become aware of you, considered doing business with you, actually taking them from that consideration phase to converting. And honestly, that's not part of marketing. It goes into the sales realm. And while marketing and sales are highly related, we won't talk too much about that conversion side of things. You need to understand how the sales process works in your business and just make sure that people are having a good customer service experience so that you can sell them. Having great marketing with a really bad sales process is like trying to throw a touchdown pass to a 10-year-old by 80 yards or something like that. It's just not going to work for you. So the point of understanding the marketing funnel is that most beginners, when they get into marketing, they expect to run a Facebook ad and get 100 customers from it immediately. But that's not how things work. You're going to run a Facebook ad, someone's going to see it 5 or 6 times, and then they're going to say, maybe I should click on this. Then they'll click on it, then they'll submit their information. They'll probably wait another 3 months before they do anything about it. And then they'll wait another 3 months after that before actually making the purchase. So you need to make sure you're planting the seeds today so that 6 months down the line, you can capture the part of the market who's ready to purchase then, as well as the part of the market that's ready to purchase now. All right, that brings us to our last point, which is number 5, providing great customer service and building relationships. I cannot overstate the importance of relationships in business. Relationships don't scale, which is the reason why you'll probably not find any other marketing videos like this talking about building relationships, because it's not a digital marketing tactic or something fancy that you can just make happen out of the blue. You actually have to talk to people, be interested in them, provide them value before they're going to come back and do the same thing to you. And I promise you, the more that you do this and the better customer service you provide, the more likely it is you're going to get great referrals from people who come in, they're already pre-sold on you because of the great experience their friends and their family had with you. Just remember this: connections, relationships, and referrals can do things that marketing can't. Now, there is a way to sort of manufacture referrals, which is called growth hacking. This is how Facebook grew. It's how most large tech companies grow today. Growth hacking is something, for example, like when Cash App was growing, it would say, hey, if you download this app and you use my link, then we each get $5 and we can both earn up to $25. So if I'm really interested in that offer, I would download Cash App, get the extra $5 for myself, and then send it to 5 more of my friends, and they would keep doing that until Cash App is one of the top ways to send money today, which is pretty cool. So depending on your industry, you might be able to come up with something similar. I know in the medical space, there's some restrictions on this, so make sure you look that up in your local area and see what's allowed and what's not. But you can always also give away something like concert tickets or AirPods or a Nintendo Switch or something like that, or maybe gift cards to the people in your local area, and they're going to love you for that. They'll follow you on Instagram and Facebook, and then they'll spread that around to other people as well. Growth hacking can be a really cool way to grow really quickly, but it's kind of hard to pull off, especially if you don't have hundreds of millions of dollars in VC funding when you first start out. But it doesn't mean it can't happen on a smaller scale. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you have any questions or if you liked this video, please leave a comment down below. It helps us a lot, and it helps this information get out to other small business owners just like you who need help growing this year. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one.